That time of the year that all artists and folks alike dread for, ARTFIGHT. If anyone was to ask me just out of the blue, what's ARTFIGHT? I'd just tell them that it's an annual game for artists every July. In short, someone draws your character as an attack. Their team gets points for that. If you want, you can then revenge, which is just drawing their character in return, which also gets points for your team. That would be the easy and simple way of explaining it, but that's not why you're here. You're here for a full-out ARTFIGHT explanation. I just want to start off by saying that this is only my second year doing ARTFIGHT, and that last year I kind of also joined late, so I'm going to do my best in explaining this as best as I can. Let's get into it. This video is going to be split into separate parts: the general explanation of what ARTFIGHT is, the rules, the teams, the point system, characters, your profile, bookmarking, and anything else I feel the need to add. Let's start this off by explaining what ARTFIGHT in general is. This here is based a lot off of the instructions in the website. If you want, you can go visit ARTFIGHT anytime with a great explanation. They have a lot of instructions there. ARTFIGHT, like said before, is a game. You're supposed to have fun during this event. So if you ever find yourself burning out or being stressed during this, take a break. To join ARTFIGHT is pretty simple. Just search it up, click the first thing that comes up, and register. I'll explain further on your profile later. ARTFIGHT lasts the duration of a month, or the full of July. Players attack opponents from the other team by making art of their original characters. This could be a traditional drawing, digital, an animation, anything. Just do make sure it fits in the rules. Your team will then receive points based on what you made. The player that's been attacked can then counterattack or revenge. This is basically just drawing from the person that attacked you. Of course, although it might be sad and upsetting, there is always a chance that you might not get any attacks, which is why you should be attacking as well. It gives others a higher chance of revenging, and don't be upset if even then no one attacks you back. There are a lot of popular artists that get attacked a lot, so they might not have the time to revenge everyone before, the end of July, which is only 30 days. Don't be upset if they don't revenge you, okay? There are also some people who are joining ARTFIGHT as a way of getting just free drawings. This is not what ARTFIGHT is for. ARTFIGHT is a game where artists can make friends, explore, and draw each other's characters. So if you're coming just for that, maybe this isn't the event for you. Last thing I'm gonna add is that ARTFIGHT is for everyone. It's not just for people who are really good at drawing or have been drawing for years. If you are a beginner artist looking to join ARTFIGHT, that is okay. You can join ARTFIGHT whenever you want. I'm pretty sure this was a big issue last year with beginner artists drawing artists' characters, and then the artist getting upset because they didn't think the drawing was good enough. You took time and effort to draw somebody's character. If they don't like that, that's on them. With that, let's go on to the rules. If you'd like a better view at these, you can visit the ARTFIGHT site. They have all of them listed there. As basic rules to follow, you must of course be 13 or older to even just register into ARTFIGHT. You're of course only allowed one account. I don't even know why you would do with another one, more points for yourself, I guess. No racism, homophobia, sexism, use of slurs, or I can't pronounce it, but here it is. No sexual explicit content, obviously. I can imagine there being a lot of minors during this event, including me, so just don't do that here. Anything that would depict something illegal is not allowed. You're not allowed to impersonate staff or a member because that's wrong. All the art you send must of course be yours. So no Picru, no AI, no tracing. You cannot use a base. You also can't send a picture of just a real life person that looks like your character. There's not anything written about cosplays in the rules, but I'm guessing since it is technically a type of art, it should be allowed. Now this rule is very important and is oftenly broken. You are not allowed to start the event before it has even started. There are a lot of people who start drawing characters in June or before to start getting ahead, which I do understand. Some people don't have the entirety of July to draw, and if you don't have the entire time of July, that doesn't matter. You don't have to draw every day. Still, no drawing until the 1st of July. It is counted as cheating. There are a lot more that felt once again more like basic knowledge, so if you would like to know more, please go visit the ARTFIGHT website. And I will say it once again, ARTFIGHT is a game, not a site to get free drawings, a game. Moving along with the oh my god, my voice. Of course, just like any battlefield, there are two sides, two teams. Even though you could attack your own team, you get less points because, well, it's your team. At the start of ARTFIGHT, you have the opportunity to either choose your own team or having it picked for you. If you've joined late, your team will automatically be picked for you. So this is your sign to pick now if you're here before July 1st. Every year, the teams are both themed off of something. Last year, it was Seafoam and Stardust. Stardust won. This year, Fossils and Crystals. If you want to join me, I'm in Team Crystals because I wanted to. During ARTFIGHT, they keep a visible score of the points on both teams. But don't get too happy that your team is currently winning. They take about a month to review the art and make sure that the points are fair and truthfully applied. More on that later. To know who's on which team, you can look at their color of the username. Now for the characters. Your characters are very important. It's what artists will draw and attack you with. You could always only have one character, but I suggest at least having 3 for more variety. To make a character, it's quite simple. You click on the Submit button and click on Character. There you will be met with a character sheet to fill out. The first step would be to write your character's name, obviously. Then, you can give a description of your original character. You can put their gender, age, pronouns, species, and any other details you find would be important to the artist. You could always also link a treehouse for more character description. Here, you check off if you designed the character yourself or if somebody else has made it for you. You could also link a species sheet if you would like a player to understand your character design more. Permission is a big part of an artist's etiquette, I think it was called. Here you can list what you're okay with people doing with your character and what you're not okay with. You can say stuff like, hey, please don't gender bend or don't draw NSFW or gore. I'm not comfortable with that. Images are obviously very important so that the artist knows what they're drawing. It's completely okay to just put a drawing you've made of your character like in the corner that I'm drawing right now. But I suggest making a full-out character sheet so that people know what they actually look like. In this drawing I'm doing, you don't know what the shoes look like or what the other hand looks like, meaning the artist would have to completely guess, and what if they upset you? Then it's not really their fault. The main image is the first thing someone will see when randomly looking at characters. The thumbnail is what people will see when going to your profile and then your characters. You can make a whole new drawing, or you could just zoom in on the main image. For both the image or just the character overall, you can add a content filter. These are for anything fitting in these categories. ARTFIGHT has a whole page filled with explanations of what justifies as needing a warning, with even images to help you understand better. Once you're done with all of that, you pop on a couple tags that describe your character, like you would on Instagram or TikTok, and then you submit it. To look at your characters or another artist's characters, it's right there. Now for the bookmarking. Bookmarks, also known as your hit list, is where you can store all of those characters you'd like to draw. During ARTFIGHT, you shouldn't only be revenging, for it could be quite hard for someone to find you. You should also be attacking. Some artists have already gone out on a hunt for characters to draw. I've heard from many ARTFIGHT players from last year that the site seems to crash on the first couple of days, so make sure to save 1 or 2 characters with their ID number somewhere. You could save them just on your phone, or you could store them in a private Discord server. To bookmark a character, there is a blue button right there titled Bookmark. The artist gets no notification of this, which is even better for victory on the battlefield. They'll never know we're coming. ARTFIGHT has also now added folders to the mix for even better organization. Unfortunately, can't look at the attack sheet since ARTFIGHT hasn't started yet, but I can still show you what I can. This here is the attacks you've made, and this is the attacks you've received. To attack someone, you click on a character, and I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be an attack button. While submitting an attack, if you don't do it from the characters page, you click on submit, then attack. There, you can write the character's ID number, the artist's username, and if it's an attack or revenge. Make sure you say which one it is, because it's time to move on to the point system. The point system is very complex with a lot of different sections and categories, so I'm only going to explain the attacks for the 2D drawing since I feel like that's what most of the people in ARTFIGHT are doing. For all other categories, please visit ARTFIGHT's website. For the drawn/painted section, there are 4 different categories. For each of these, I'll add example images from ARTFIGHT. The first category of any section is size. Here you'll have to check off if the character or characters you drew is a simple shaped character, headshot, half body, or full body. The points escalate depending on which one it is, the simple shaped character being the smallest amount and the full body character being the largest amount on this scale. Next up is finish. This is where you'll answer if your drawing is a rough sketch or a clean sketch / lined or lineless. After this is the color. Is it uncolored, a rough color, or is it cleanly colored and painted? After that, you can put if it's unshaded, minimally shaded, or fully shaded. The last step is the background. First section of this part is if there's no background / minimal background, or if it's a photograph, if it's patterned or abstract, and if there's a prop, scene elements, design layout, or a scene. I know it's sad, but we've gone on to the last part of the video. Last thing I'm gonna go over is your profile. Your profile is once again the first thing someone sees, whether it's from a random user browsing or you've attacked them. Most people tend to turn right back around at a boring profile, so make sure to bedazzle and youify it. All you've got to do is click the edit button and all you need is there. You can manage your character permissions, account information, your links, whatever, yada yada. To change your profile, you go on user/site and click on choose file. You can also change your ARTFIGHT style, dark mode or light mode. You can also change your personal image filters. To change your main profile, go on profile. I don't feel like I can give any really good profile tips for good customization, but I'll list some really good videos that have personally helped me a lot last year in the description. General things to add would be your preferred name, your age, or if you're not comfortable with that, you could put -18 for minors and 18+ for adults. If you're a minor, I strictly suggest changing your image filters and saying that you're not cool at all with NSFW. You can put your pronouns, an attack goal if you have one, and what you're okay with attacking. You can also add a couple blinkers or blinkies, whatever the kids call it these days. Doing that is what makes me have a bunch of these little images here. You can go in Tumblr for some really good ones. And that concludes everything you would need to know. Again, for better explanation, you can go to the ARTFIGHT website or even join the Discord server. There you can ask a bunch of mod and just ARTFIGHT veterans for help because they're genuinely really nice there. If you're seeing this video late but it's still July, don't worry. I joined ARTFIGHT late last year and it was my very first time participating, so it's completely chill. So then, what are you waiting for? Come and join the fight! This is my ARTFIGHT profile if you want to attack me or be attacked. I can't wait to see you guys. The war started.